Good morning, and welcome to your daily dose of Mo in the morning. All right, so as some of you know, I bought Alibaba yesterday, and I need advice. I asked, nobody gave it to me, so I'm going to ask again. I bought Alibaba from a long-term perspective, 3 to 5 years, but I bought the dip. Now I'm wondering if I should sell the rip. I have a 5-minute chart up here, and I need you guys to send a tweet to the Catman to figure out if I should sell the rip, because I'm up 1.6%, and I think it might be exit point based on the 5-minute chart. So somebody keep me posted on that one. But now I'm going to actually look at the market. All right. Market is flat today, as expected. So we have the Jerome Powell's going to speak today at 2:30. The Fed minutes are going to come out at 2. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, let's see. I don't expect very much volume. Of course, we had all the earnings yesterday, and that's pretty much all I'm going to run through today because there is virtually no news out there today. Let's just check the earning calendar. There's going to be more stuff today announcing. Facebook, Boeing actually made the profit. They made profit for the first time since 2019. So Boeing is something. Ford is reporting after the bell. Shopify reported this morning. I saw somebody ask about it. PayPal's later. Pfizer reported this morning. Listen to this number. Pfizer's COVID vaccine generated $7.8 billion in second quarter revenue. So look at that. Qualcomm is reporting today after the bell. McDonald's reported this morning. They look like they're down a touch. Bristol Myers reported this morning. They had great sales off of their cancer drug Opdivo. Tomorrow, of course, is Amazon. Nokia's in the morning. So just keep an eye on what you have coming tomorrow morning if you are trading it. And that's that. All right, let's see. I'm just going to bounce around today. I didn't really put an agenda together. Let's start with Apple. So Apple, of course, reported and crushed earnings yesterday, and they're down pre-market right now. I think they were down 2% when I was checking, so we'll look in a little bit, but they just absolutely crushed everything: iPhones, iPads, services, wearables, everything. So, man, Apple's just every quarter it seems like they're setting records. So Apple just posted the strongest quarter in the strongest June quarter ever, nearly doubling of profits and huge revenue beats. Net income was posted of $21.74 billion, up from $11.25 billion a year earlier. Damn. That was net income. Revenue for the quarter rose $81.43 billion from $59.69 billion. iPhone segment alone, which was expected to the biggest positive came from the iPhone sales alone. Smartphone giant delivered $39.57 billion in iPhone revenue, up from $26.42 billion. And personally, I think that can get even better. I think that the iPhone 13 is going to be even bigger than the iPhone 12 was, because in my opinion, there's a lot of people that held out that want 5G. And to be honest with you, with exception of the first iPhone 1, I didn't get that one, and I didn't get iPhone 12. Every other iPhone I've gotten. And frankly, there was no difference, in my opinion. The only thing that they put on there was magnets, and they also put on their 5G, and I don't think that either one of those are worth anything. So Tim Cook said that Apple is paying more for freight costs than he would like to pay. Of course, join the club. Everybody's having that issue. Apple generated $8.24 billion from Mac revenue, up from $7.08 a year prior. iPad revenue $7.37 from $6.59. Services, look at these numbers, man. Oh man, they just crush. That's crazy. It is crazy. But somebody asked me the other day if I could just blindly pick one company to invest in. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. As if I just didn't know anything about investing, what would I pick? I guess I would pick Apple. I don't know. Microsoft also topped estimates. Microsoft took a dip in the beginning, and now they're actually down. Well, I pulled this probably at 8 o'clock, so I don't know what they are now, but Microsoft did very well. Oh, hold on. I don't know why this keeps happening on this on preview. Preview's having some issues lately. So Microsoft tops estimates. Azure growth spooks the investors, and I guess that's their cloud-based service, if I'm not misspeaking. They reported sales and profits that exceeded analyst estimates for the 10th straight quarter. Sales in the fourth quarter, which ended June 30th, climbed 21% to $46.2 billion. Microsoft is now a $2 trillion company. Azure is a strong number 2 in cloud services behind Amazon.com. Amazon Web Services, I think, is awful. It's archaic. You know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day. Pretty much everything that Amazon does, with the exception of their website and Alexa, I think is garbage. They're, for as much money as they have and for as much development they'd have, you'd think that they would make their system so much more user-friendly and easy and soft, but it's just like everything seems so archaic with Amazon, with the exception of those 2 products. I just don't get it. Everybody's worried about this Azure thing. If you want to look into this Azure thing, you can. Commercial cloud sales for fiscal third quarter rose 36%. LinkedIn, I forgot that they acquired them in 2016, was $10 billion of their annual revenue. I don't know who's still on LinkedIn, but that's cool. Starbucks crushed. Starbucks came in, and their same store sales just crushed. It's just nuts. Starbucks delivered fiscal third quarter revenue on Tuesday. Revenue surging 78% from a year ago. Now, let's be realistic about this. Nobody was going out. How are they going to be doing? How are they going to be buying stuff in Starbucks? I mean, you still can't sit in a Starbucks store around here. You have to sit outside, or you have to do store pickup. I mean, come on. Be realistic here. Revenue, they beat expectations by 7.5 versus 7.3 estimate. Beat the earnings per share. in the United States, revenue grew 90% year over year, with same-store sales increasing 83% from a year ago. This is something I think you need to look at the prior years, not just 2020. They did have a 74% surge in cold brew. So if you like their cold brew, let me know. International same-store sales were also up. China's were up. So Starbucks is doing well. Like I said, if they start doing any more stimulus, anything like that, keep an eye on Starbucks, keep an eye on companies, McDonald's, etc. Where especially with you can go out now, those are the companies that are going to be doing something. Also around Christmas time, start looking at those kind of companies. A lot of people are talking about Bristol Myers, and I think this was a Warren Buffett investment, and that's why this thing started getting legs. But Bristol Myers sees revenue growth for Opdivo, and that's their cancer treatment, and that's something that I believe they got it from Celgene. They reported earnings of $4.3 billion. Okay, Bristol Myers reported second quarter revenues of 11.7, 16% higher in the same quarter. So the big thing that's going to come out of that is very important for you to know about Bristol Myers, and this is why we always talk about pipeline. You got to know the pipeline. You got to know when patents expire. Revlimid was basically the drug responsible for keeping Celgene going. Celgene was Revlimid, and Revlimid was Celgene. They had thalidomide. Thalidomide crushed it. They had a lot of other great drugs, but Revlimid was the big driver in multiple myeloma. The blockbuster cancer drug with Bristol Myers acquired in a Celgene deal for $74 billion in 2019 will lose some of its patent exclusivity in 2022, putting pressure on the company to add new products to the pipeline. So just be sure that you're paying attention to these pipelines when you're investing in these companies, because this is going to be a big hit to their revenue when they lose the patent on Revlimid. Boeing posts its first profit in almost 2 years, propelled by 737 MAX deliveries. So Boeing said that the company now plans to keep staffing levels around 140,000 employees after previously targeting a reduction to 130,000 employees. That's good. Boeing said it's currently building 16 737 MAXs per month. The company said it would get that to 31 by early 2022, and their revenue rose 44% to $17 billion. So that's great. I remember, what is Boeing at nowadays? I remember when I bought Boeing at $99 a share, and that was in pharma. When was that? March of 2020. It was back in here, I think. No. Oh, this is Baba. Hold on. BA. When did I do that? That was around. Here we go. Okay, so March of 2020. So with Boeing, they got a little boost. They're up about 6% right now, 5.5%. And the good news is, you can see look how powerful these moving averages are. Drop below its moving average, and then it came right back up even before earnings, and it just hugged the 200-day, and now it's bopped up here. So we'll see decelerating volume on it, but let's see what happens. Again, Boeing's a tough one because it is a 50%er, and it's just kind of sitting right there. It's tried multiple times to break through. This might be the time that it gets to break through. I don't know. I just know Boeing is an overvalued stock looking at it from that aspect. So, yeah. All right. Do pharma jump up and down mostly for drug patents? No. They do move for drug patents. Companies will move based on that, but that's typically, it's a very well-known thing. Everybody knows it's coming. The day you file your patent, you know when your patent's going to expire. So it's not a big thing, but when people start to look at an investment, you gotta be careful to just pay attention to when your drug patents are going to be expiring. All right, something I want to talk about before we get into other things is this Employed Trader series that we do. I never really mention it, but I think I should. So let's look at Apple, for example. So what the Employed Trader series is, it's basically you're listening to me and I'm telling you what to do. So every single day in the Discord, I will go in there, and more often than not, I will post a video that says what to do with X stocks. So the 5 stocks that we have are Apple, AbbVie, Bank of America, Caterpillar, and Walmart. So every day I'll go in there and update you on what to do with those things. Sometimes it's do nothing, sometimes it's buy, sometimes it's sell. And I'm actually the one that's controlling the trade for you. And if you want to follow along with me, great. We did have most recently, I can't remember the number off the top of my head. It was either 11 or 13%. I can't remember. And I haven't looked at my spreadsheet. But we caught Apple through the sweet spot and we made either I think we caught it right here. So we made this entire run on Apple. So we made either 11 or 13% in a couple of weeks. So that was part of the Employed Trader series. And basically, I just tell you what to do. I say add, sell, take profits, do whatever. What else did we do? We did Caterpillar. We had a little bit of a run on Caterpillar, very small gains, 2%, something like that. But the big thing is, this is helpful for me. The idea of it is that if you don't have time to check the stocks, if you don't have time to sit at the computer all day, all you have to do is go in there for 3 minutes a day and look and see what I'm telling you to do, and you do it. I want you guys to understand why I'm telling you to do things, but I can definitely help you in that regard. So if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation, you get that. If you're not in the Bid and Ask Nation and you want that, that's what it's for. It's for you employed people that don't have time to trade, but you do want to trade. AbbVie, I would go through here and tell you what to do. We're not doing anything with AbbVie right now just because it's consolidating here. Stochastic's too high. I want to see some kind of action here. Bank of America, we have not done anything on Bank of America yet. The reason that I have Bank of America is because I eventually want to grab Bank of America when the markets completely fall apart and we can short it all the way down. Or just the markets go to brand new highs again and we can do something on the top side. So Bank of America is a big one. It's going to be good going into the future. Caterpillar, I thought Caterpillar was going to do a lot more with the announcement of the infrastructure bill. Probably if it passes the Senate and passes the president's desk, it will do something to the top side just because it's in that sector. But we did catch a little bit of Caterpillar on the way down on this short, and we made money on it. So the idea of the Employed Trader series is to make money on the way up and the way down. Let's see. Walmart. Walmart, I'm just waiting for a good engulfing candlestick, just like I taught on Friday to those in the Bid and Ask Nation. All we need is that, just a good engulfing candlestick, and that is that. So, guys, Employed Trader series, it's great. I think it's great. I mean, I'm making money on it, so why don't you come and make money on it? All right, let's see what we got here. Are these doing anything? Oh, the 10-year's falling a little bit, like I show you every morning. Look at that, 1.25. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with what the Fed says today. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, here it is. And guys, this number, this $69, it's going to $76 on August 1st. So join it now. You get access to me. You get access to the Discord. You get access to all the software. It's great. If you just want the software and you want to be on the Discord, $25 a month. This is going to $26 on August 1st, and it's going to $50 eventually. If you just want to be in the Discord, $7 a month, but I think you'll want to get the software. The software is pretty sweet. I use it every day. If you want to do a consult with me, one-on-one Zoom session, I actually have one at 9:45 right after the show today with Ryan. $500 for 1 hour. And if you want to do a real estate deal with Paul, 4 hours, $10,000. You can do a consult with him, and I would do that if you're going to buy a big property. All right. Give me some stocks and we will get at it and go. Longshot says the 10-year is up this morning. Okay, so 10-year is up this morning. What's it at, Longshot? Is it above 1.3? I'm interested to see what the Fed is going to very, very quietly and softly say about what they're going to do with mortgage-backed security and treasury purchases. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what they do. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Somebody, Andre, he said, too bad I don't have enough capital to support the Bid and Ask Nation. As soon as I will make $100 consistent month over month, I will join. Andre, to me, the Bid and Ask Nation and all of this at Everything Money is about learning the process now and then understanding what to do when you actually have money. So people ask me when should I get into the bid and ask nation, etc. I think you should get in whenever you want to learn. I think that's when you should get in. Personally, I do not think that you should look at it as I have to pay for my monthly membership. I think you should look at it as I want to learn now, so when I have the money, I can just hit the ground running and roll with it, and then I don't have to learn at that point. So Pfizer, let's start with that. I bet Pfizer got a little gap today, and they did. Let's go and zoom out here. Oh, okay. So Pfizer's chasing all-time highs. If you're in Pfizer and you got this little bump today, I would take profits. I do believe this will probably pull back on you a little bit, but everything's looking pretty good. And actually, you have accelerating volume. We never say that, so that's good. But if you get this little bump today, in my opinion, I would take some profits. But that's just me. Powell speaks at 2:30 today. Okay, I'll do this Momo for Vlad. I was talking about it with him earlier. I can't remember why I did not like Momo. It didn't have to do with volume. I don't remember. Anyways, this is absolutely a short. Problem is, you're getting really close to the end of your short because you can see that red line is starting to roll on you a little bit. And I don't know what you want to do with this, Vlad, but if you want to, you cannot be long in it. Look at the selling volume. Look at how incredible that increasing selling volume is. It's snapping back a little bit today, but you have so much pressure on you to the downside. You got to be patient with that. Clorox, let's see. Clorox used to be disruptive. Clorox is no longer disruptive. People don't care about being clean anymore. I can't believe that it took a global pandemic for people to be clean. Let's see here. So you got a little bit of a 50%er, but not really. Let's ignore that. You're going to have a really rough time with this thing, and you're rolling over right now. So their earnings, yeah, and now I understand why. See, you're kind of just stuck right here. That's your 100-day moving average. This thing is not going to get above the 100-day moving average unless you get good, consistent buying volume. And this up and down volume that you've had through here, that's not going to cut it. So you're going to need something more than that with Clorox. Costco, I haven't looked at them in a very long time. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Wow. Talk about a power stock. All right. Hold on a second. There we go. Let's zoom out here. Jeez, oh man. You know, Costco is one of those ones, they are always a good power stock. And if you don't know what a power stock is, it's a stock that's over all four of its major moving averages, 25, 50, 100, and 200 day. And it's making new all-time highs, and that's just that. And the best thing about Costco, look how tight the cluster is. So the tighter the cluster of moving up, the better off you are. If you have a stock that goes like this and comes down and then this, and then comes down, and you see how wide the cluster is, that's not ideal. You want to have a very tight cluster moving up. That means that there's control on it. People are interested, people staying in. There's not a lot of volatility. That's incredible. So if you're in Costco, keep going. If you're in it and you want to keep adding, if you're not fully vested, keep adding. It looks really good. When do they report? Yeah, so I guess they already reported 9/23. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, it doesn't. I don't know. Just pay attention to when their earnings are. What else do we have? Dish. What is Dish? Is this like Dish? Oh, it is Dish. Okay. Let's see what Dish is doing. Ooh. Who said this? Oh, Mike. Makes sense. All right. So you're breaking into the sweet spot. You're almost there. The volume I need more. I just need more volume. But I would wait for a third day of being in the sweet spot. You're barely in it today. That doesn't really count. I mean, you were barely in it yesterday. That doesn't really count. I would get a couple of days, break up into this area, 43.50, and wait for it and then go from there. But it's looking pretty good. I saw another one, Etsy. I thought Etsy, what are they doing? Oh, well, sad. They're supposed to be the next big thing. Let's see here. Okay, so with Etsy, you're coming right back down to the 100-day moving average. Let me blow that up just a little bit for you. you're coming down. You're kind of stuck on that 100-day. So I wouldn't touch Etsy unless you get some kind of breakout over whatever this long wick is at the top, 211.50. That's where you gotta be patient and wait for. All right. What else do we have? I joined the $25 level. Do I get charged for July or will it charge for August? Spoon, you'll get charged, but email us, help@everythingmoney.com, and you will be refunded. I'm up 7% on my BABA since yesterday. Should I sell? I don't know. If you're doing a trade on it, you can sell, but I was doing a long-term investment. IP. Oh, I did tell you that I would look at IP, didn't I, Spicer? Let's see. What do you want to do with this thing? I think you wanted me to look at this from a value standpoint. From a trading perspective, I got nothing for you. It's downtrend. I think you're just going to consolidate sideways, or you're going to consolidate and just keep trickling down as this stochastic turns sideways and runs. But it's having trouble breaking above its 100-day moving average. It needs a lot more volume than that to get going. So, Costco is sick. Costco is something. Costco is really good. Costco's chicken nuggets, according to somebody in our friends group chat, is better than Chick-fil-A. I don't know if he's being serious, but that's an asinine statement if he is. All right. You are consolidating hard, and you can just see that if you just draw that straight line like I did through there, you're just kind of stuck at that level. And it makes perfect sense. You cannot break above any of those moving averages. So you could basically see I drew a line right above $21, and that's kind of where this is at, $21. And yeah, that's moving averages for you. So just keep an eye on those things. I don't think Tattooed Chef is going to break out anytime soon. GSK, GlaxoSmithKline. They report earnings. What's today's date? Oh, they report earnings today. Great. Let's see here. Downtrend for sure, but don't be in this thing, because you could very well come down here. You could very well go up here. I don't. It's not worth the gamble to me. If you're in it from a value long play perspective, then leave it. It doesn't matter, unless you want to look at it on a 5-minute chart and decide from there. That was sarcasm. I want to look at United Airlines. Nobody said it, but I want to look at it. So United is just starting to slowly creep up there. The volume is really stabilizing. I like that. And it's just holding its 200-day moving average. So when do they report? Oh, so they already reported. They need a lot of volume. Maybe this Boeing thing will help them in some weird way. I have no idea. But I'm sure that all this talk about this Delta variant does not help. DHI for my girl Frenchie. Let's see here. Great. Coming through the sweet spot. I love that. But the problem is we need to do anything with this, we need to engulf upward and break out above Monday's price. We got to be above this. So I don't know where the price is right now, but if we can just break through this, call it 94.70, 94.75, I think that will be just fine. I actually have that one on my watch list. I want to do something with it. Let's do a BKNG swing trade. I'm going to pull up just the daily chart. So I understand why you're saying this, but you're in this overbought area and you're running into the 50-day moving average. So if I'm you, I am not buying this until I break out over the 50-day, but then you're facing resistance. To be honest with you, if you can break through resistance, that 2273 number, then you can do something with it. But right now, it's a little bit tight. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know if I have this one, Josh. CMCSA. Comcast. I saw the 5 and I thought it was a penny stock, especially because of what you said. Let's look at it from both perspectives. Let's see here. All right. They've had a hell of a run. Comcast, they lost that bowl, that Arizona bowl to Barstool Sports yesterday. That's awesome. All right. You're in the overbought area, that's for sure. But if you break out and keep making all-time highs, you're fine. Good news is your overall 4 major moving averages. Bad news is you have volume that's decelerating on you and your daily switching on you. So keep a watch on it. If this thing rolls over, if this red line rolls over into the down area, then you're going to want to get out of that. Okay. Ooh, Lululemon. Pro tip. I stained a pair of my Lululemon pants yesterday. If you mix hydrogen peroxide and Dawn soap together, take a little toothbrush, scrub it, stain's gone. So easy. Yep. Courtesy of Pinterest.com. All right. So if Lulu is in this overbought area. Oh my God, $400 a share. That's crazy. If you want to do something with it long term, you got to let it break out over its previous highs that it made last week or earlier this week. But, let me show you guys something. Here we go. Let me zoom in real hard here. I just noticed. This is what you call a tweezer pattern. So if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation, if you watch the training videos, you know what tweezer patterns are. They basically look like tweezers. It's two little holders with the long sticks on the tweezer, and this is your tweezer right here. So anytime you see a tweezer pattern with a stock with 2 long wicks on it, that typically indicates a change in direction, and you're already seeing that happening. You're seeing the stochastic roll over. You're seeing the daily stochastic roll over, and that's that. So this is a great example of what a tweezer pattern is. This is Lululemon. Yep. That's it. Mows the mom we all deserve. Technically, Nicole told me that one. I didn't look it up myself. All right. But I could be your mother if you would like that. All right. This is just AVGO or Broadcom. We're just at a standstill right here. We just got to break out. You got to go to all-time highs. To be honest with you, I would wait until this daily stochastic rolls over and rolls up and do a swing trade. This is a great swing trade because out of the way of all moving averages, get some good volume, get a good drive upward, and you'll be Gucci. All right. I will do one more. Then I got to go. Market is officially open. Let's see. You guys smash the like button for me before I get out of here. Zoom, no. Intel for day trading, no. Let's see. DraftKings, no. Logitech. I don't want to do that one. That has low volume. Let's see. Somebody give me something good. ATVI, you got it. ATVI. Activision Blizzard. What do we got here? Oof. What's going on with this one? All right, so I like... This is really bad because you smoked the two. You were holding the 200-day really well, and then something happened, and you really bombed the 200-day moving average. So you are in some kind of down, but you can see it just kind of stops right at that resistance point, and that is a good resistance line. Now, it's already recovered a little bit, but if you get some kind of movement down like so, and let this thing keep going, you will drop below $75 a share. But you gotta wait for engulfing candlesticks moving down like such. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, that's it for today. I have a 9:45 one-on-one session for somebody named Ryan. I can't remember his last name, but that's great. Oh, Mo, California lawsuit against Activision. There you go. That's what it is. So be careful with it. Let all of it settle down. Just let it settle down. You can already see that the stock price is recovering. You can actually, let's zoom in a little bit more. Let me just show you this. You can see, I'm assuming that the lawsuit announcement happened yesterday. The stock price dropped all the way down here, almost to $81, and then recovered to $84. So it already is recovering. This is kind of going back to the EBIX thing. It fell apart and then just moved right back up. So be realistic about this. Let everything settle down. I'm sure the trend will continue down, but it'll go a lot slower. But you're below your 200-day moving average now, so it's going to be rough. Smash the like button on your way out, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. See ya.